Imagine that you're a farmer in the 1940s Mexico. And you wake up one morning and there's steam coming out of your field. Well, that's something interesting to think about, but that's what happened. It's time to leave the libations and festivities of Tequila Mexico behind and move on to something a little more subdued. It's about a 6-hour ride southeast through the hills of central Mexico to the town of Paricutín, where I hope to take a look at one of the world's newest volcanoes and some of the devastation it left behind. GPS directions can be incredibly unreliable in rural Mexico. Sometimes finding your destination is just a matter of luck.
If you want to go, you can visit the church.
Yeah, that's where I was trying to.
Yeah, that's actually where we're heading over. She's coming from Australia, though.
Okay.
So, the thing is that they're not letting people in. You're not to the public. Let me ask this.
So where are you coming from?
Texas.
Oh, nice. I thought I heard the accent.
Yeah.
And so you came down on the bike?
No.
Oh, that's very cool.
Yeah. After some negotiation, I was allowed into the volcano area. There are cabanas here and a restaurant and secure parking, but this place is closed. Luckily, I told them I drove 2,500 miles to be here and they let me in. Imagine that you're a farmer in the 1940s Mexico. And you wake up one morning and there's steam coming out of your field. That's something interesting to think about, but that's what happened. I'm winded, we're high in the mountains. I don't know what the elevation is, but it's pretty high. It's over 5,000 because it was 5,000 in the nearest town and we've just been going up. So the farmer wakes up, there's steam coming out of the field. It's a volcano. It's the world's youngest volcano. His farm turns into a volcano. Within a year, it swallows the nearest town. And the only thing that survived is a church. The church sticks up through the lava field today, and we're going to see it. And that is the church. And you can see the lava flow down there. It took a year for the lava to make it from the volcano to the church.
Why do you not take colors?
Oh, because I want to walk.
It's not easy. They're not down. If you come back, this is high. It's not easy for you guys.
Gracias.
Okay.
Thank you for speaking English with me. They're trying to rent you a horse to go down there. And I've read over and over, you don't need a horse. I'm just gonna give him a little money to watch my bike.
Sí.
Por favor, ¿está seguro?
Hey.
Sí, ¿está bien?
Sí.
This kid met me on the road. They let me park my motorcycle for 15 pesos. And then they try to ask me if I want a guide, but my Spanish is not good enough for a Spanish-speaking guide. The kid looked dejected, so I gave him a few pesos to keep eye on my motorcycle for me while I'm down here. The other guys sitting there waiting who don't have work because this place is officially closed. I need one who speaks English, and none of them spoke English. I'm off to find the church on my own and see the lava flow. It's supposed to be an interesting landscape. Still going downhill. Thinking maybe I should have taken that horse. Not going down, but going up, that's the part. I'm not wearing hiking boots, I'm wearing straight up motorcycle gear. And I thought it would be okay because there wasn't a place to change. On top of that, it was nice and cool, verging on cold, until I started walking. But I got a feeling I'm gonna be nice and hot before this day is over. They're catching pine sap. There's one there, there's one there, and there's one here. They said it was a 20-minute walk is what I read. I don't know how long I've been walking, but it's more than 20 minutes. And I flew the drone a minute ago to see if I was on the right trail because there was a fork back there. I couldn't tell if I was on the right trail, but I found the lava flow and it was about 3,000 feet ahead. Almost every tree. I'm looking now, I see more and more of them. Collecting pine sap. I'll have to see if I can find out what that's about. See what's around the bend. What's on, ooh, lava flow. That's our first lava flow. I don't know how well it shows up. Happy, happy, happy. I asked the lady at the hotel last night about the volcano because there's supposed to be some good views from on top of the volcano. And I was asking her, is there anything else special? Any hot springs? Any visible lava flows? And she said, no, not right now. But there are hot spots. I'm not too interested in hot spots. Huge lava flow right there. Look at all this molten rock on both sides. You can see farms in the distance. The only thing sticking up out of the rock is the church. Lava. Oh, good Lord. Woo! Those dogs are in those bushes. Scared me to death. Look at the sand. Let's do the sand test. Look at that black sand. Straight from the lava. They have cold drinks over there. Probably some food here too. Trying to find our way. Is that you?
You can keep walking.
Oh, thank you. Very good English.
I tried to.
Where did you learn English?
I was living in the United States. You can go there.
Okay. Where did you live in the USA?
Iowa and Illinois.
Illinois? Okay, it's cold in Illinois. Of course, it's kind of cold here. It was cold last night. Gracias. All over down here you find people that have been to the USA. Here we go. A trail up the stairs. Look at this trail they carved in here. There's the church. Yeah, I was complaining about wearing these motorcycle clothes down here. But I gotta tell you, motorcycle clothes have knee pads and hip pads, elbow pads, back pads. Maybe that's the right thing, because lava can be pretty sharp. It's at least 30, 40 foot deep. Maybe even more than that. Here we are. It's not so much to see, is it? There's a graveyard here somewhere. The lava flow overtook the graveyard, melted the rock fence around the graveyard, they say. That, my friends, is the altar. That's all that survived. The altar and the front facade. If you look down here, you can see arches where it appears there's another level. It's a very unique place. Very unique. We're at the top of the church. You know how tall these cathedrals are. But that's columns. Just starting right there, it's the top of a column. Paricutín erupted from an area where no volcano had been before. What started as steam emanating from cracks in a farmer's field soon grew to be a 1,450-foot cinder cone volcano. The lava flows covered an area of 10 square miles, devastating the indigenous Tarascan community. Oh yeah, we can see it drop down here.
7 pulgadas, 8 pulgadas, cerca de 40 días. Ya cerca como 40 días, como 40 días.
Hold on. Okay, this is the altar that survived. Down here, you can see all the lava flow. You can see the top of a window there. If you see many Catholic cathedrals, the front will be 4 or 5 stories tall, so this could have been 4 or 5 stories right here. It's an amazing sight. It's kind of hard to crawl around on too, but there's always cracks going down. There's one right between those rocks right there, and you can see sometimes 10, 15, 20 foot down. Yeah, that's a window. You can kind of see a roof line there. That's certainly not the bottom story. There's certainly a lot more beneath us. Looks like one of these is gonna be my motorcycle out of here. At the hotel last night, they said, oh, it's an easy walk. Coming down was easy, but I know going back up is not easy.
Oh yeah, you come down this, you know?
Yeah.
Really easy. I don't know how. His name is Tarascan.
Tarascan?
Yeah, Tarascan, yeah.
That's a language?
Yeah, language, yeah.
I knew it was an indigenous town, but that's about all I knew.
Yeah, yeah. It's not started like exploding like in 1943.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it stopped in 1952.
Okay.
9 years.
So it went for 9 years.
Yeah, 9 years, yeah.
It's a lot of lava. Taking the easy way out.
Yeah.
Can you tell me why they collect the pine sap in the cans?
Oh, you can?
Yeah.
His name is Resina.
Resina?
In Spanish, yeah. That is good for hand soap.
Hand soap?
Yeah.
Really?
This is right here in the city. You see, in the city, going there in China.
Really? They sell it
Yeah.
to China?
In China, some, a lot of stuff, like glue.
Okay, I knew they made glue from it. I knew that much.
Yeah. And paint.
And paint. I didn't know that. Yeah, how much do they rent these cabins for?
Like 800 pesos.
800 pesos?
Yeah.
That'd be a nice place to...
This depends, like one person, this person.
Right,
person,
yeah.
Or two person, you know.
It's a little bumpy. And see, it just kind of drops off there. You can see down there in the valley how high it would come up. Okay, and I think we're going right here to get off this horse. He already knows, doesn't he? Okay.
Oh, your motorcycle right here, right?
Yeah, it's down right there at the restaurant. All right, thank you so much. Okay, that's the end of that trip. We're back here at the top. This is a restaurant behind me. It's currently closed, I think. Could you imagine sitting here and watching lava spew out of that volcano and run down? There was a whole town there. It wasn't just a church. It was an entire town. The only thing that survived is the church. And the bike is here safe, which is good. I wasn't too worried. The thing about leaving a bike in Mexico, a bike this size, is honestly, a lot of the Mexican people are too short to ride it. So. I just stopped to get some fruit. I'll show you these. I love these. And I heard they come from Asia. The story I was told was that a couple moved here from Asia and they started farming them in Mexico, and that's how they got here. They're called rambutan. They look like the coronavirus, but they're delicious. One of the things I like about them is you only eat the inside, you peel the skin away, so you don't have to worry about them being clean. You can eat them beside the road or wherever. You don't need a clean knife, you don't need clean water.
El rambutan.
Yeah, sí, rambutan.
100 un kilo.
Sí. Check it. Okay, so it's 100 pesos a kilo, which is 2 pounds. I'm gonna get a 1 pound, half a kilo for about 50 pesos, about $2. That's cheap, and I'm happy.